China has pivoted away from restricted policies. This is number 2, toward a pro-growth and pro-market stance. Recent challenges resulting from restrictive policies, such as zero COVID, forced property deleveraging and regulatory crackdown on internet companies has given way to increasing accommodation. Since the start of the year, significant monetary easing and rate cuts have been accompanied by heavy pro-growth rhetoric. China's sovereign wealth fund has directly intervened in markets, buying ETFs and stocks, and policymakers announced plans for shareholder-friendly reforms, including stronger investor protections and more stringent capital markets supervision. Icy sentiment towards China has started to thaw. So we saw it in Tepper, we saw it in Michael Burry. We're seeing it across the board. A growing number of investors have begun to turn more constructive on Chinese stocks. Managers underweight China positions appeared to have troughed, and stronger price momentum has driven some net buying by faster moving quant and hedge funds. Although sentiment is only just beginning to recover off deeply negative levels, sustained outperformance may force managers to add China exposure to limit drag from their large underweights. Let me repeat that. Sustained outperformance may force managers to add China exposure to limit the drag from their large underweights. Markets may be catching back up to the fundamentals. Historically, Chinese stocks perform well when their earnings are accelerating, but this was not the case during the last acceleration. The recent earnings recovery stands out as an abnormal relative to accelerations in the prior 2 decades, and last year's deteriorating investor sentiment may explain a lot of the weak 2023 performance. If accelerating Chinese earnings and policymakers' continued easing drives a sustained improvement in sentiment, the near-record discounts on Chinese stocks may diminish in 2024 as the market catches up to improving fundamentals. So that's the name of the game. In the short term, it's a voting machine based on emotion. In the long term, it's a weighing machine based on fundamental. And now we play the catch-up game to catch up to the improving fundamentals.